Let's start with something everyone can relate to. Those moments when you promise yourself that this time will be different. You'll wake up early, hit the gym, eat healthier, learn that new skill, or finally finish that passion project. Yet somehow life happens and the momentum fades. It feels like no matter how much you want to change, you're stuck in an endless loop. Here's the truth. Change is hard. And it's not because you're lazy or unmotivated. The problem is deeper. It's wired into your brain. You're not failing because you lack willpower. You're struggling because your brain is designed to take the path of least resistance. Imagine trying to carve a new trail through a dense forest. Daunting, right? That's what change feels like in your brain. But here's the good news. There's a proven way to break free from this cycle, and it doesn't require massive overnight transformations. The secret? Taking tiny, deliberate steps that your brain can easily adapt to. Stick around, and I'll show you how to hack this process. By the way, if you're finding value in this so far, imagine what you'll get by subscribing to this channel. We're here to help you grow with actionable tips that truly make a difference in your life. Hit subscribe now. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Picture your brain as a lush, dense jungle. Every action you take, good or bad, creates a trail in this jungle. Over time, repeated actions turn these trails into well-worn paths, then roads, and finally highways. These highways represent your habits, the automatic routines you follow without thinking. Now here's the catch. Your brain loves highways. They're familiar, efficient, and require little effort. But they also keep you stuck in old patterns, even when you know they're not serving you. That's why breaking bad habits feels so exhausting. It's like chopping through that dense jungle with nothing but a machete. The key to change is building new paths, one tiny step at a time. Instead of trying to bulldoze your way to a 6-lane highway overnight, start small. Maybe it's swapping one sugary drink for water or doing just 5 push-ups in the morning. Each small step is like clearing a bit of jungle, slowly but surely paving the way for a better you. And here's a little secret. Your brain isn't your enemy in this process. It's just waiting for you to show it a new way. Once the path is clear, your brain will embrace it, turning those tiny steps into effortless habits. Keep watching because the next part will show you how to do this in your daily life. Let's be honest, most of us dream big. We want to lose 20 pounds, write a best-selling book, or master a new language. But here's the catch. Starting big often leads to burnout. That's because your brain views these huge goals as threats. They're overwhelming, and when you fail to achieve them quickly, it triggers a cycle of frustration and giving up. Now imagine this instead. What if you committed to just a micro goal? Instead of working out for an hour every day, you commit to putting on your workout clothes and doing a 2-minute stretch. Sounds too simple, right? But here's the science. When your brain perceives an action as easy, it's more likely to go along with it. Success breeds momentum, and momentum builds confidence. These tiny steps aren't just baby moves. They're the foundation of monumental change. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, calls this the 1% rule. If you improve by just 1% every day, you'll be 37 times better by the end of the year. Think about that for a second. Just 1% daily. Here's how to apply this. Choose one specific, tiny action that aligns with your big goal. Make it so easy that it feels almost silly not to do it. And most importantly, pair it with a trigger, something that reminds you to take action. For example, if you want to start journaling, place your notebook next to your morning coffee mug. Every time you see the mug, you'll be reminded to jot down a thought or two. Habits don't just appear out of nowhere. They follow a clear and predictable pattern called the habit loop. This loop has 3 essential components: trigger, routine, and reward. A trigger is the cue that reminds your brain to start a specific behavior. It could be visual, like seeing a yoga mat, time-based, or situational, like after brushing your teeth. The routine is the action itself, the behavior you want to turn into a habit, such as stretching for 10 minutes. Finally, the reward is the positive outcome that reinforces the habit, like feeling relaxed and energized after your stretch session. By consistently linking these 3 elements, your brain learns to associate the trigger with the reward, making the routine feel automatic over time. One mistake many people make when building habits is making the process too boring or unpleasant. The truth is, your brain craves enjoyment. To make your routine stick, find ways to make it more fun. Pair the action with something you love, like listening to your favorite podcast while exercising, Or brew your favorite tea while journaling. Adding variety, such as switching up your workout playlist or exploring new recipes when cooking healthy meals, can also help. When the process is enjoyable, your brain is far more likely to embrace the new habit. Here's a reality check. Habits don't form overnight. Studies show it can take anywhere from 15 to 250 days for a behavior to become automatic, depending on the complexity of the habit and your consistency. The key isn't speed, it's persistence. Focus on showing up every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes, because progress compounds over time. Small victories are powerful too. Every time you complete a habit, acknowledge it. Something as simple as checking off an action in a habit tracker can provide a psychological boost, reinforcing the behavior. For example, finishing your daily 10-minute walk and marking it in your app feels rewarding and motivates you to keep going. Think of change as a journey, not a finish line. Progress, no matter how small, adds up. Even a 1% improvement each day leads to remarkable growth over time. For instance, reading just 1 page of a book daily might seem insignificant, but it can mean finishing several books in a year. The key is to focus on the direction you're moving, not achieving perfection. Setbacks are normal. Missing a day or two doesn't mean failure. It's part of the process. When you slip, reflect on what went wrong and make adjustments. Revisit your triggers or make the habit easier to restart. The goal isn't to never fail, it's to keep showing up. Small changes can lead to big transformations. Swapping one unhealthy snack for fruit or spending 5 minutes meditating might not seem like much, but over time, these tiny wins create a ripple effect. Success isn't about how far you've gone. It's about maintaining forward momentum. If there's one thing to take away, it's this. You don't need massive, life-altering changes to improve your life. The smallest actions, done consistently, have the power to reshape your habits and, eventually, your future. You don't need expensive tools or complicated strategies. Just start small and start today. And if you're looking for extra guidance, consider using a habit journal to track your progress. While it's not a necessity, it can be a valuable companion in your journey, helping you stay consistent and motivated. Before you go, don't forget to check out our video, Hack Your Brain to Love Doing Hard Things, The Science of Success. It's packed with practical insights to help you push through challenges and achieve your goals. Finally, if this video gave you even one useful idea, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Why subscribe? Because we're here to bring you actionable, life-changing tips in every video. Your growth is our mission. Let's achieve it together.